Hey guys, how's it going? It's 9:52 Eastern here, October 19th, 2020. And, well, I went ahead and I did it. The change is now taken place. It was a change that I had been thinking about for a while. Um, Basically, I'm shredding all references to Run 8 at this point now. Uh, Not to mention the Wikia is in the process of being eliminated. It's practically, I guess I would say the Run 8 following has always been my bread and butter, but that's okay. I'm fine with losing that. I have abandoned Run 8 for some time now, so no surprise there. But getting rid of the Wikia was the next step because it is a ghost town, and it is not a fun place for me anymore. It's overkill for what I'm doing, and I just it's just too much of the old, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. It wasn't worth my time. I wanted to keep things simple so that I can focus on my content, but I do want to be able to communicate with everybody in whatever's left of this community that I have. I'm not going away anywhere. I am, well, now tonight I didn't do anything in trains, but I said that last night. I did quite a bit over the weekend in trains, and I don't want to oversaturate YouTube. But here's how it's going to work moving forward, because I want, a lot of times I'll go into a live stream, and it even happened this weekend. I was at one point going to be doing this yard that's in the background here, and I didn't do it. Check the chats. Of course, I can't always check the chats now. Well, first of all, let me just explain this. I was going to do Port Robinson Yard again because I wanted to look like this. I ended up fixing up the yard right up at Lewis Road, which is basically the Go storage facility on the northwestern side of the map. So, I mean, that was fine. It looks similar to this, and that's fine. No problem there. Cool. But anyways, so I didn't get through to Port Robinson. I wound up getting sidetracked on something, but I think it was probably more stuff on the Grimsby sub, since it seems to have been my focus to get that at least started and some of the scenic items. And then I wound up going so far that I had to double track down to the single track at Nels Road. I wasn't worried about every little bridge, although I did do one when we first started up by Lewis Road there, actually by 50 Road, and 50 Mile Creek. But then we came to 20 Mile Creek, and I knew this was going to be a scenic spot anyways, and I decided to spend quite a long time. We were looking for a bridge. I wanted something. Emmett and I knew we were looking for something that was going to fit the mold quite nicely. And sure enough, it did. And it's not perfect. It doesn't look exactly like it. But that's the thing with you have to compromise when it comes to trains. You either have to be very, very good at creating assets quickly, or you just have to go with what you got. And even with the Dems, you have to be willing to compromise. You're not going to get it exactly the way you want it. You know, you either compromise and get it 99% accurate, or you don't do it at all. I'd rather go with 99% and get it right and instead of not doing it at all. So that's the way I'm doing it. As far as the bridge, I would say it is close to 90% of what it looks like. The length is actually it's only shy of, I think, 20 or 30 meters. So I really didn't compromise much in that. Even having double track, which is a double track bridge, but it only uses a single track now, and having having everything in there, it just looks nice, and it fit nice. I had to do a little bit just to get it in there. It's in. It's great. As far as I'm concerned, I love it. I got to position the camera a little bit better because my flyby camera shot didn't work. I think the camera's too far back. It's got to be close to the train to trigger it or something like that. But these are things I'm learning as I'm going along in this journey that's taken me pretty much through most of the summer and now into the fall and headed to the winter months. And I'm looking forward to each and every journey I take with this. For me, it's been an awesome program. I don't know how I didn't get hooked on this before. Maybe it was because 2010 wasn't that great. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to take you through some of the things while this ambient music plays. I'll just check the channel here. Nothing happening. Nobody on. Nothing new. Hopefully we get to change that. Hopefully we get more people in and following me or whatever, or just checking bits and bytes out. And I have a fringe following right now. I still get views on the YouTube. It's nothing like it was in the Run 8 days. Let's be honest. But there's so much stuff out there for trains. Why would what I do with very little mean anything at this point? So, and besides, I just tend to talk and do quite a bit on YouTube and live stream, and I refuse to edit. So that's the way it goes. I'm going to take you to my... I'm already actually added here. Let me take you right to my my Twitter account. This is... as you can see, I have some vulgarity at the bottom, so try not to read the last line there if it offends you. And sometimes I will post offensive things on here. I'm just saying it's not necessarily... I use this to vent at certain political things in life, or not so much politics, but when people make things political, and that's... I will speak my mind. I've always been willing to speak my mind, and so far Twitter hasn't blocked me, so that's good. Nice to see. And for now, I mean, there's issues with YouTube, there's issues with Twitter. A lot of people have been getting blocked, but I'm not out there to expose all the truths. I'm not worried about that, but I'm certainly out there to try to awaken people, if possible. But my main focus, though, is this: what I have on my banner. This is what my Twitter is going to be used for, primarily. You'll see me comment on wrestling, you'll see me comment on all kinds of things that's going on in the world. So, if you get offended to things too easily or can't stand my opinion, then this may not be for you. If you can ignore that and learn to ignore things that you agree not to disagree or agree to disagree with, just ignore those posts. Just go on to the content and let me update you on what content I have available. My primary focus is to use this to let you guys know what I'm up to, when I'm going to be doing something. That way you don't have to, wonder when I'm going to go live and stuff like that. So tonight I said I was going to be after 9 o'clock. I decided to rebrand it around that time, so I decided to hold off. This is what my profile looks like. That's basically my mission statement. I am no longer Railroad Transportation Simulator. Railroad Transportation Simulations, I think, fits nicely. And of course, my primary goal right now is to get Niagara in Trains Railroad Simulator 2019. And eventually I'll work with assets and other utilities. Probably utilities will come before the assets, but yeah, that's really my main focus. I'm not interested in writing programs at this time. I'm not interested. I mean, I really try to avoid doing programming as much as possible. So I got 4,000 tweets on there if you want to check them out. Be my guest. Feel free to follow me. I got 42 people following me right now, apparently. Whoopie-doo. Following 52, so whatever. If you want me to follow you on Twitter or you got something interesting, let me know. Maybe I'll look you up and you know, we can go from there. And you don't have to be, I don't think you have to have membership to Twitter to follow or whatever. I have no idea, to be quite honest. The other way of keeping up to date on what I am doing is one, it'll show you, you know, in your YouTube that when I go live, but of course, the other thing is when you go to my channel, if I'm live, it'll show here, but you want to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Subscribe and hit the notifications. It's like a bell icon or something like that. Of course, I don't have it because this is my channel. But you can see, you know, the various views, different things. You know, like I said, I get into wrestling. I got tons of Run 8 content. I'm not eliminating the Run 8 content. If you're looking for some old stuff, mostly version 1. I do have some version 2 stuff on here. Like 8 years ago, I was into the MSTS stuff. So this is just as right around the end before I started going into Run 8. I got TD3 stuff. So you know, there's been all kinds of things over the years that I have ventured into in regards to train simulation. This is this bridge that I was building the other day over 20 Mile Creek. Or sorry, I didn't. This is an asset I put in. I didn't build this bridge. Let me be clear about this. This is the asset I placed in, part of the scenery. If you want to access my Twitter, if you're never sure about what my Twitter handle is, just click on here. That'll take you to my Twitter. Over here takes you to the Train Simulator 2019. I believe the Iran forums, but I'm not positive on that. Let me see. Yeah, okay, so this is just with articles and whatever, but it's a Trains discussion forum for Railroad Simulator 2019. It's their index page, I guess. But you can get into the forums, and there's blogs here, all kinds of other stuff, registering. Of course, I'm already logged in, registered, the whole 9 yards. Let's see. So it's 10:06. I got a new toy I want to try out, but first I'll give you a peek at to where I'm at. Appreciate the like as always. Thank you. Liking helps put me up there so that others can see what the hell I'm doing. And I should have put. I always forget to put this game thing in there, but I put everything else in there. I can. Whoops. Yeah, we want to do that. Here, let me just put this in real quickly. I don't know why it doesn't keep it. There we go. Maybe that'll, won't do it now, but at least it'll get attention to others who are looking for stuff for Trains Railroad Simulator 2019 or Trains or whatever. But yeah. Let me just go into... Minimize that for a second. Just go into the route for a second. Not going to spend too much time in it, quite honest. I'm going to show you what lies ahead if I can get into... Actually, I'm going to go into driver. I'm not going to go into editor. Because it's usually a little quicker to load up. And I'm not going to be doing any editing tonight. This is going to be fairly quick. I want to give you a sneak peek ahead where we're at. Get you caught up. But, yeah, I'm just judging by this weekend. I'm firmly into... I honestly wanted to get into it tonight, and then I just, like, you know, I just decided I don't want to burn myself out, so take it easy, although I probably could have got some more stuff done. I got quite a bit done last night. Just getting that scene on the 20 Mile Creek was a huge accomplishment. The next big scene, I think, will be the crossing at Seaway, the Welland Canal. Although I'm not going to have the assets to do much with it, so it's probably not going to look as good as I want it to, at least not at first, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. Other places that I'm probably looking... There's actually a trestle at 16 Mile... I think it's 16 Mile Creek that I didn't really know about, but I found in looking, so I might do one of those. You can't access it by road. You access it by rail or by boat or by canoe or something like that. It's not the easiest one to access either. And I'm into rafting, so I've been always wanting to go back there, and I found a kayaking site for Niagara. For years, you couldn't get in there, or you'd have to pay to go to a boat launch or whatever. But apparently, you can launch a boat in 20 Mile Creek, Jordan Harbor now. I've gone from the top and worked my way down. Basically, gone through the rapids and did a one-way trip down the escarpment. Past Jordan Hollow, so not right at the very top, like over any waterfalls or anything, but I mean, we're talking all little rapids, no big deal. Like a lazy river going nutty. I thought this was going to be quicker. I got a water pick and I want to try it out. Wanted a better one, but I decided to go with a cheap one. Just wanted to get something. Okay, here we go. So, of course, it's loading in the area we want. Here's the scene of Jordan Harbor, 20 Mile Creek Bridge, and of course that I had to dig to get it to go in there. Why is that not coming in yet? Oh, I guess it's not there yet. Oh, there it is. See? It's kind of neat seeing that because you have to dig it in just for it to come. So I added a few boats into the scene, and nice bridge. Really nice. You know, the more I see this, the more I'm thinking to myself that this is probably going to be a shoe-in to try and get going. Let me see, where's the walkway? Oh, it's there, huh? I wish that walkway wasn't there. There's a reason why I say that, and I might be able to superimpose a road structure underneath, because this would actually work quite nicely to do the lower bridge. Niagara Falls. I just realized that. Because I want one... Basically what happens is the one in the suspension bridge, or the lower bridge, Lower Rapids Bridge, actually has a rail line on top, single lane, or single line, I should say, and a one-way, I believe, two-lane road underneath. And that just kind of reminded me of it when looking by. But anyways, yeah, that's in. So we've got everything up to this point, although some of it's going to be buried, and it's going to remain buried until I get rid of these tiles. And that means I got lots of work to do for a long, long time. The ones that are buried, I'll probably focus on the most, just to get them out. Get the UTMs out of there so that I can get my route back. So I'll plant some trees or whatever, but that's not going to happen until the winter, I would imagine. I think this is 16 Mile Creek and a few others, but I don't know. I have to look into it. I don't know what happened. Oh, there's the route down. Okay. Well, that's 4th Avenue, so we're into St. Catharines. Of course, the line, I need to reconnect the line, get it back on track here. I did put this bridge in. So this is a pretty good representation of 13 Mile Creek and St. Catharines. So that's a nice one. And it is double track, so I do have to get that second track going, which I don't have right now. So that's still to come. I'll probably work towards that, possibly tomorrow, maybe. I don't know what's here. Probably a few fills, a creek. I have no idea, to be honest. Which one is that? The old canal. Sure. I don't know. No, that's not the old canal. The old canal's right here. Meriden. And we've got the canal here. That'll be. I have some bascule lift bridges that I might put in there, but of course it's a double track going up the escarpment. There's even a train. Drove under here this morning. I was thinking it'll be kind of fun to put the bridge there too as well. So that's driving on my way to work, taking the QE this morning to Niagara Falls from St. Catharines. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Of course, once we get over here, we're getting close to the Niagara River. And, oh yeah, here's where the beginning of the Stanford sub is, right here. Get that all set up. Junction Clifton, I don't think I've put it in there yet, have I? No. That's okay. The remainder of the Grimsby sub is 2.8 miles. That's a hydro canal. And when we come over here, we have got the... this is the lower bridge I was talking about. There's also another trestle that's not used anymore. Michigan Central trestle. There's an asset on the download station, but I'm not too sure if it's to scale or not. Over here is, well, this is the American Falls right here. I don't have the rest of the UTMs. In fact, the reason why the tile's not there is because I'll have another line eventually linked up into here, which will be the, oh, what do you call it? Be another line linked up down here. Right line? Oh yeah, here I am. Okay. That'll come this way. That will have the Chippewa lead go that way, as well as a line that heads out towards Welland on the Montrose sub for CP. But for now, this is the Stanford sub here. We head over to Port Robinson. I should get back in here. Of course, the Welland Canal parallels this line, or these lines, quite a bit. So yeah, it goes through Niagara Falls from Clifton. I should have showed that, but this is the city Niagara Falls here. Single track main line. QEW, Highway 420. Not too far from where I work. Hydro Canal again. Of course, the connection at Clifton, so. City here. That's Lundy's Lane. And this is the Y at Allenburg, where there used to be a bridge over here. The actual Petroleum Railroad is on the other side. That'll be modeled at a later time. This is the Port Robinson Yard that I've been telling you about. I have built this twice now. This would be the third time. Maybe third time's the charm. Along with Port Robinson is the chemical lead. There's a small yard here, a little larger yard there, and then of course we have I was going to say borax. Kind of reminded me of borax on Run 8. Oh, what do you call it? I was going to say Geon too, and that's not right. Oh my god, I'm not. My brain is lost it. I should be coming up with that no problem. And my mind's drawing a blank right now, so I'll just move on. Only the biggest industry on the Sanford sub, but hey, counting. So now we're heading out down here. Oxyvinyls, that's it. Okay. Anyways, finally remembered that. This is an interchange yard as well. Well, it's an interchange yard with CP, but it's also an interchange with the industries over here, which mainly is well and tubes. Also, that one's not as important. Junction with the Humberstone sub, which serves Inco or whatever the heck it's called now in Port Colborne. Well, 1 car a week, I think. Literally, I don't know why they bother with it, but the city of Port Colborne likes it, so they got it. This is the CP Hamilton sub, which we passed over, but I am only modeling up to. I don't think I'm modeling that far, am I? I say I'm modeling this far, but that's where I'm going to stop it for now. That's just going to be a staging until I do actually get back into dealing with the Hamilton sub. And we continue on, siding at Robbins, back to single track main line. We're rapidly heading towards Fort Erie and Buffalo. All single track, no industries on this section. It's be an industry right. I don't know. This is the CP Fort Erie sub, which I don't have. Actually, it's abandoned. Nothing there now, but what it used to be. And then. Or CN actually owns rights, or owns the land in a swap that they made so that they can actually use this to either store cars or do whatever. This is Fort Erie. That was Duff at mile 3.0. And this is the yard at Fort Erie where there's interchange here with Norfolk Southern, who comes across and does a live interchange of sorts. They don't always do a live interchange, but they will. It's been known to be done. And this is the bridge. I've done this a couple times already. This will be the third time I try for this bridge, which is just multiple Warren trusses across the Niagara River. There's a swing bridge, an old swing bridge, which is not used anymore. And then we're into Buffalo, New York, the Black Rock Canal. There's actually a lock up here, right there. swing bridge here, which I'll include, but over here is mainly staging. As you can see, the graphics get a lot crappier. You hit F9 there and get the grid out of there. If it does. I don't know if it will. Whatever. Guess it doesn't. That's all we got for now. Of course, this is going to get a lot wider. See my pictures of Niagara. We got a long way to go still. This is only the beginning. We have the CP line, the Hamilton sub, as I was showing you, that goes all the way to Hamilton. And get out of that real quick. Exit the game for now. I should say. But yeah, that should work well. And what else was I going to say? So yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's pretty much it. There was something I was going to say and I can't remember. What else is new? Okay. If I can't think of it, then I'm not going to worry about it. But, yeah, so it'll be the CP Hamilton. So I know what I was going to show you. I'm going to show you the actual... Do I have the map? Well, I really don't need to go too much further into that. There's still a lot more. Actually, I could explain what it is. The Hamilton sub is what you saw coming out of down by mile 12, I think it was. That crosses underneath and heads towards the Welland Canal. It's actually a tunnel that goes underneath and it heads to Hamilton, hence the name Hamilton Sub. As I mentioned, Port Colborne Harbor Railway has a line that comes up from Glenridge, which connects to the Grimsby Sub. They also have an industrial line on the other side, runs into what they call the Grantham Spur, as well as the Lakeshore Spur, I believe. So there's a few industries in St. Catharines, not much. Very few, actually. Most of it's pretty much been taxed out or who knows what, but not much of an environment. They don't want industries in Niagara. They like their tourism. See how that's working out these days. Their tourism has gone down the hill, of course. What else is happening? Yeah, so the Hamilton sub, there's also the Port Maitland branch. I don't know if they call that the Dunville Spur or whatever the hell they call that now. But it goes to Port Maitland from Welland Yard in Welland. And Port Colborne Harbor runs the whole west side of the canal from Meriden all the way down to Port Colborne. Humberstone's on the eastern side to Port Colborne from Niagara. And that would be all that I am modeling, or looking to model. It's enough to keep somebody pretty much busy throughout a 24-hour cycle. And they should be able to run the entire thing. There's not that many trains that run, so you can basically run this train. If you want to run a couple AI trains, you can. Because there are meets, they do happen, especially when you're dealing on the Stanford sub and CP's running, and you can have three. There is 3 train meets. It's happened. Doesn't happen very often these days, but it still does happen. And you know, and there is a passenger service when we're not in when our borders aren't closed, which they are still right now. Probably for the foreseeable future, but when they were open, we had the Amtrak Maple Leaf, which I will be bringing in just for the good old days when the world wasn't too paranoid. And what else is going on with that? It's also Go Transit. So, and you'll hear me say these little. I'll take these little shots at different things. If it offends you, just try to ignore me. Lighten up. Don't worry about it. Not here to offend people, so I'm not here to push my opinion on others. I'm here to have fun. I'm here for an escape, put it that way. This is what I do this for. I try to escape the reality of the world. Bring what I like about the world into my world. And fun with it. But anyways, before I get into trouble any longer, close this all up for tonight. As I said before, you can check me out on Twitter. First of all, my channel, I'll go to the YouTube channel first. As always, go to YouTube. And my channel here is... Wow. I hate it when it does this my subscriber crap. I forget how to find it. Great. Well, I wonder if it'll find it in my Twitter. So once you get to my channel, you can go to my Twitter. And yeah, there's my YouTube channel right there, finally. So one way or another we found it. Gotta go to the Twitter to go back to the YouTube. So yeah, this is my YouTube channel right there, youtube.com/C/Sean Merle, capital S, capital M, 2 R's, 2 L's, RTS at the end of it. Or just do a search for Sean Merle or whatever. Wherever you got this, if you're watching this video right now, subscribe and check out my other videos. As far as Twitter, you can go through via YouTube, or you can go through Twitter at twitter.com/my alias, which is Survivor Sean, capital S, SEAN. How I spell my name. In case you're wondering. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on Twitter. Whether or not you subscribe or not, I'm just going to keep tweeting here, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I got 2 notifications. Cool. I don't know what that's about. What's that about? Somebody liked some of my tweets. William is following me. You liked one of my comments. Cool. I wanted to hide it because I don't want to offend everyone. Anyways, I'll go back to that later and read that once I end the stream, which is going to be about right now. So, anyways, guys, thanks for joining me. Thanks for the likes. Do subscribe. Set notifications on. Everything helps the channel, keeps it grow. How's it going there, CSX? And I don't get to go in the chat very often, but when I do, a lot of times I'm too busy on the screen. I don't see the screen, so when I'm on it, I'm on it. If I'm not, I'm not. That's basically what you're seeing. Any other time, I don't see the screen. So if you're wondering if I'm not commenting on here, that's why. But I appreciate the likes and the comments, and I'll try to get to them as best I can. Anyways, guys, that's it for now. I'm going to end this, and I will possibly be back tomorrow. If not, maybe Wednesday. We will see how things go. Getting a lot busier on the weekends, especially Sunday night, the big night. I seem to get a lot. So, if you're looking for a lot of content, Sundays are the time. Check out my Twitter feed for all the latest. Have a good one. We'll talk to you later.